I was helping who I can and making sure, what I can see or salvage or whatever. And my other grandma that lived more on the Lincoln side, me and my dad was watering down the house, since it didn't touch there just yet, but, watering the house down.
Oh, that's so tragic. And we have heard from, more stories today, and we'll hear even more, I'm sure, of just utter sadness. 5 people died, we know so far.
It's so devastating. And earlier in the evening, Pat, Mike was telling us that it doesn't seem like the coroner has responded to any homes. So perhaps these people died at hospitals, either from smoke inhalation, from trauma, a heart attack, something that happened to them. So we're still trying to get more information on that. But yeah, 5 people have died here in this fire here. And this is just in the Eaton Canyon area for the Eaton fire. And, you wonder, the more that fire officials are able to go into some of these homes. We know because of how many structures and properties have been destroyed, they haven't been able to go in and assess all of them. So that number could go up even higher. And we're so very, very, very sorry about that. And our assignment editor, Mike Rogers, Mike, you have new looks at the damage that has transpired.
Yeah, guys, so SkyCal got into position there, and it's utter devastation that I want to show you here from the helicopter, and this is what we've been looking at. You see still smoldering, but watch when Oliver, as the home collapses there while we're on the air. Oliver, go ahead and pull your shot out a little bit for me. I want to show everyone the street here, and streets, plural, one after one. Look at that, row after row after row of homes just destroyed. That entire neighborhood there. And Oliver, if you can pan to the left a little bit more as well, that is the scene for that whole stretch of neighborhood there that is just completely gone. Look at that. As Oliver continues to pan left, every street is just demolished. There are no homes left here. There are maybe some, walls, maybe a chimney standing, but this is our first look at just the sheer devastation that has happened in this Palisades community. We know from fire officials that at least 1,000 structures have been destroyed here, and man, this is just so eerie to see when you look at it in this light and in this view, you guys. Entire communities gone, block after block, and we saw a picture online earlier, Pat, where we're just counting houses in rows, and in just one photo, we counted 120 homes. Yeah. So you can imagine.
How do you assess a situation like this? Obviously, most of the people are gone. Yeah. Hopefully, they're at hotels or they're staying with friends or relatives. But I've talked with some people who have young children, and even if their house is standing, it's smoke damage or their school burned down, and they don't know what to do. So this is just so very sad to see. And as you say, this is an entire community of homes. Right. I mean, we're not talking a subdivision. We're talking about a whole community. And Oliver, if you can pan to the right, because Pat, I want to show your point here about people that are dealing with schools. Pali High School is right there on the right. That's their field. That school sustained a ton of damage as well. So that's the baseball field. And then you can see even all of these communities, even up into the to the right, and it looks like still on fire. Yeah, right there on the right side of the street.
Fire right there.
Still on fire. So, and that started burning last night. Right, is when that started happening. So this whole community just totally ravaged by this. And Oliver, I'll have you pull out again a little bit just so we can get another scope of the damage. And as you see, as he pulls out, I mean, there's still countless fires. We've never seen. We know statistically we've never seen a fire of this magnitude, and just row after row after row of homes destroyed is it's really incredible.
And it looks like, Mike, the high school still has some power, incredibly. There's some more smoldering and some flamage, but the rest of the neighborhood has no power at all.
Wow, this is crazy. And that's just one of several neighborhoods. Yeah, they got their baseball field lights on. They may be using it for a staging area for fire officials or something. And you can see, every so often, as we pan around, you see some of the fire engines that are still in the neighborhoods. You see some of the homes that are still smoldering, and it's just kind of wild. Up to the right a little bit. Sorry, Oliver, I know I'm sending you in a bunch of different directions, but if you can go up to the right of the baseball field and the school, is where that apartment building was that Tom was at yesterday. Oh, remember? Completely. Right, right off of Sunset, and that's, I believe, right in here. I think is where that is, and still burning as well. So just things that it's just. When these firefighters run out of resources and can't get to everywhere and all of that, we see things burn and smolder for, days. I believe we have that press conference that's happening right now.
And thank goodness. Supervisor.
Following that, we'll hear from LA City Fire Chief Kristen Crowley. Following that, we'll hear from LA County Fire Chief Anthony Maroney. After that, we'll hear from LAPD Chief Jim McDonnell, then Sheriff Robert Luna, and following that, we'll hear from LADWP General Manager Janice Quinones, as well as Superintendent Alberto Carvalho. The mayor will come back to the podium and open it up for questions. I'll call on questions from the left.